Because of Halloween's close associations with Celtic end of harvest season festivities, candy corn has come to represent the holiday more than any other sweet. The three colors, white, orange, and yellow, represent the colors of fall and the harvest, while the shape represents the corn crop. Did you know that candy corn actually didn't start out as a fall-themed treat? First released in the 1880s, it wasn't until the 1950s that candy corn came to be associated with Halloween. Spiders came to be associated with Halloween due to their connection with that other infamous Halloween symbol, witches. Thanks to their creepy bodies and creepier movements, not a fan of spiders here. Spiders were thought to be familiars of witches. Their webs, while beautiful, are often found in dilapidated, creepy locations, like abandoned buildings, whose overall creepiness factor lends itself to the spirits of Halloween. Because of Halloween's association with the time of year when the line between the living and the dead is so thin, it stands to reason that spirits would come out to visit, and not always nice ones. While some houses put out jack-o'-lanterns to keep the harmful ghosts at bay, those that didn't were doomed to be haunted. The actual concept of the haunted house can be traced back to the original Madame Tussauds Chamber of Horrors in the early 1800s. Scarecrows have become ubiquitous during Halloween thanks to the role they play during and at the end of the harvest season. Shades of Samhain again. They were put up to scare away people and crows while crops ripened, then could be burned during the end of season festivities. Today, there's no greater Halloween prank than the old dress up like a scarecrow, sit on a porch in Mobile, and then scare the bejeebus out of unassuming trick-or-treaters. Owls have been linked to the celebrations that served as a precursor to Halloween since the medieval period. Their distinctive hooting struck fear into many people at a time when the dead were supposedly able to rise up and walk among the living. Owls are nocturnal, meaning they're awake and hunting at night, as well as able to turn their heads 300 degrees around, a creepy sight, especially by moonlight. The concept of zombies actually comes to us from Haitian and West African traditions, but it's not difficult to see why the connection was made to Halloween. With the separation of the living and the dead supposedly at its thinnest and spirits walking the earth during Halloween, it's not a far leap to actual dead bodies reanimating and walking. Monsters fit neatly into the Halloween theme because they are inherently spooky, scary, and creepy. Many come from literature. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and Bram Stoker's Dracula come to mind, while others come from folklore that has existed for centuries. Candles' association with Halloween can be traced to the Celtic festival of Samhain, when people would light candles to lead the spirits of their loved ones back home. Today, candles are often used in horror films, both period and modern, when the electricity has inexplicably gone out and something super creepy is about to happen. Much like skulls, Skeleton's connection to Halloween has to do with its ancient precursor Samhain, when spirits were said to walk the earth and rejoin the living for one night. But they are also just kind of spooky. The wide grin of the skull, the clacking of the bones as the skeleton lurches forward. It's all very on brand for Halloween, but while skeletons symbolize death, mourning, and even the morbid, they also remind us to hold our departed loved ones closely in our hearts and memories.